if premise 2 intends the term human being to be used in the moral sense, then that premise would read like this: a fetus is an innocent member of the moral community. So if premise 2 was using human being in this sense, in the moral sense, then the argument no longer suffers from the fallacy of equivocation. Premise 1 and premise 2 are both using the term human being in the moral sense, so it's being consistent. Premise 2 would also then make sense of the conclusion that it's wrong to kill a fetus because, as premise 2 would state, fetuses are members of the moral community. And as we've established, it's wrong to kill a member of the moral community. However, according to Marianne Warren, premise 2 still suffers from its own problem. And that problem is that it begs the question. It begs the question at hand. Another way of saying this is that premise 2 assumes what needs to be proven. It is assuming what needs to be proven. More specifically, premise 2 is simply stating that a fetus is a member of the moral community, but it is not providing any reasoning or basis for why we should think that that's actually the case, right? So one of our main questions in this section is a fetus a member of the moral community? And you might answer yes or you might answer no, but no matter which way you go, you must have reasoning to justify your view. And what Warren is saying is that if premise 2 is using the term human being in the moral sense, then nowhere in this three-step argument is there any reasoning that would actually justify that second premise, right? The argument would read like this. It would say, it is morally wrong to kill an human being that is a member of the moral community. Fetuses are members of the moral community, thus it's wrong to kill fetuses. But nowhere in that argument does it say why a fetus is a member of the moral community. What is it about a fetus that would warrant that membership? This argument doesn't provide that reasoning. And so therefore, premise 2 is assuming that a fetus is a member of the moral community, but it is not proving that that is actually true. It is begging the question at hand. It's not answering the question with reasoning. It's merely begging the question. So, you might say, or maybe John Noonan would say, that a fetus is a member of the moral community because a fetus is genetically human. And whatever is genetically human is also morally human. First of all, that premise is not in the argument, okay? Second of all, you might put that premise forward that genetic humans are moral humans, right? That if you are a part of the Homo sapiens species, then you are a member of the moral community. But Marianne Warren would still challenge that. She would again ask why. Why is a genetic human a moral human? Okay? And ultimately, she is going to challenge that that is always the case. She does not believe that every single genetic human being is also a member of the moral community. And for our sake right now, what Warren is saying is that the traditional anti-abortion argument provides no reasoning for why we should believe or for why it's the case that genetic humans are moral humans, okay? So no matter which sense the term human being is being used in premise 2, whether it's genetic or moral, that argument is illogical and fallacious. It's either suffering from the fallacy of equivocation or it's suffering from begging the question. Therefore, according to Warren, the traditional anti-abortion argument is unsatisfactory, and we need to keep searching for a better, correct argument regarding the morality of abortion.